President Obama made another campaign-style appearance today, this time at a toy manufacturer in Hatfield, Pennsylvania, attempting to rally support for his solution to the debt ceiling.
The reason I'm here is because I want the American people to urge Congress soon, in the next week, the next 2 weeks, to begin the work we have by doing what we all agree on.
By that he means extend the Bush tax cuts just for those making less than $250,000 a year, but letting taxes go up on higher earners. But as Republicans pointed out again today, that would hit some small businesses.
Raising taxes on small businesses instead of taking a balanced approach that also cuts spending is wrong.
Chris Cillizza joins us. And Chris, I couldn't help but notice the phrase balanced approach, Boehner borrowing an Obama phrase. And it seems to me, correct me if I'm wrong, they've sort of switched sides, where the Republicans were arguably intransigent for many years, saying we won't raise taxes. Now they say we'll bring revenue to the table, and Obama makes this proposal yesterday that seems like a very strong left-leaning.
This is an opening gambit, and Obama, I think, has learned the lesson of these past negotiations with Republicans, and I don't think he's going to sort of show his full hand of what he's willing to do right now.
So what did he propose?
So his proposal is, in some ways, nothing new under the sun. It's a lot of what was in his proposed budget from last year. $1.6 trillion in tax increases, which is zeroing out raising the rates back to what they were before the Bush tax cuts on those making $250,000 or above. $50 billion in stimulus spending to try to sort of keep the economy is slowly kind of lurching forward to try to speed it up a little bit.
But don't cut spending. He wants to increase spending.
Right. And there is $400 billion in entitlement spending cuts in there. You know, the other thing, if you wanted to view it as sort of an attempt to poke Republicans in the eye, is he wants to take the ability to raise or the need to raise the debt ceiling, which requires a congressional vote, currently out of the hands of Congress, and give it to the president. That is not something that's going to sit well with Republicans. So I would say yes, he's clearly. This is a message that can be boiled down into two words: I won. Okay, that's what message is being sent here. At the same time, Republicans still have not, yes, as you rightly point out, they are open to revenue, but that revenue from reforming the tax code and closing loopholes, not yet in any broad way, the leadership at least, not yet open to the idea of raising those rates on the highest earners, whether it's $250,000, $500,000, $750,000, draw your line, but not yet willing to do that. So both sides, I think, are still kind of in their respective camps.
Boehner calling it a stalemate recently. So are we concerned that this Obama proposal kind of gums up the works, or where are we going from here?
You know, look, I don't think there's a tremendous amount of goodwill to be lost. You know, I mean, the idea that, like, oh, this proposal now, all the goodwill that existed. Look, politicians tend to do things because there is either a political necessity or a political reality governing them. The political reality certainly is that Barack Obama did win the election very clearly, I think, and he did run on this idea that the wealthy have to pay more. Okay, now the political necessity is I don't think any of them want to go to January 1st, where 90% of Americans would face a tax increase. You would see these across the board spending cuts that would kind of cleave heavily into areas, including defense spending, that they do not want to touch, and would create kind of an uncertainty in the economy, both internationally and nationally, that I don't think they want. So you have these two colliding things. I ultimately think, for all the stalemate, we're not where we should be, probably all true, but I'm not sure is a leading indicator of anything as it results to getting a final deal done.
Chris, I know you'll be profiling the key players in this negotiation next week. We'll look for that then.
Excited with a Homeland-like intro. Stay tuned.
Okay, looking forward to it. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.